What's up, my Finland loves? It's Miss Finland D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. Her hubby is gorgeous. Her baby is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. She didn't get pregnant on an air mattress. She didn't pay for someone's pizza. She fell in love, got married, and made a family she always wanted. This is winning. Ooh! Okay, so if you missed Tamron Hall yesterday with Kenya and the entire family in Durban, Brooklyn, and Marc Daly, I have included the link in the description below for you to see clips and things like that. And of course, once everything is uploaded on YouTube at the Tamron Hall show, you can watch it all there. But I've included the links in the description below. I've also included a second link that would lead you to the second and the backup channel for you to subscribe. I did a quick, video on that channel by Kenya Moore, so you can go there and watch that video as well. Thank you all for the love and support on my second channel. Okay, so before I even get into the episode and how beautiful Kenya look and how beautiful her family look, Kenya did post this right here, Baby Quest Foundation. Okay, and she wrote, "So happy to announce that I am an ambassador for Baby Quest Grants Foundation that awards grants to families seeking, help with IVF. I am also personally sponsoring one family's journey. Please visit Baby Quest to apply or donate, and then hashtag love family donate IVF Kenya Moore, Warehouse West Atlanta." And she went ahead and tagged Bravo TV. Go ahead and read the comments quickly. Portia Williams, "This is awesome." Kenya responded, "Kenya loves the kids." Some emojis. "No, seriously, thank you." Cynthia Bailey, "I love this, Kenya." And Kenya responded, "Thanks, sis." All right. And then she went ahead and just posted a praying hand emoji. "Yes, Kiyanse, super proud of you per usual." All right. And God bless you, Kenya. "This is so important. Bravo." Okay. And Kenya responded with emojis. And you have some people just, explaining their stories. "Kenya, you are a blessing. I'm currently sitting in my IVF office waiting to see the nurse about my fibroid surgery on Wednesday. And we were discussing my last egg, retrieval and how all of my eggs arrested. We now have to start a new cycle, and of course that means more money. I didn't get on IG, and the first post I see is yours about Baby Quest. God works in ways we cannot explain. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to the site now. Hopefully this is the answer to our prayers." Okay, Kenya responded with a praying hand emoji. "Great way to pay it forward." Hashtag Kenya responded, "Miracle baby. Me and my husband lost our baby a year ago. We like to get pregnant again, but it's hard for us to get pregnant since I'm 39 years old." Kenya responded, "Hard doesn't mean impossible." Yes, come through with the word. Come through with the word. And I don't want you guys to think that because I didn't say, oh my God, I'm praying for you, doesn't mean that I don't feel for the comments that I read earlier. I really do feel, for everybody going through this. I just want to quickly get to the interview, so I apologize, but I'm praying for all of the ladies, going through situations. Now, I turn, my recorder on for my reaction when Kenya came on stage and all of that, okay? However, I should have turned my actual camera on, because when Kenya came on stage, she looked amazing. I'm like, yes, Kenya, snatch. You know what I normally say. That was my, natural reaction. She just looked great in this dress. I already watched the Instagram live, so I knew what she was wearing. I already was on her, Instagram page, so I knew what she was wearing. But when she came on stage, you guys already know how I feel at certain colors against our complexion. So I was like, yes, and all of that. Now, this is where I lost it. When those doors opened and Marc Daly walked out with Brooklyn, I was speechless, okay? All I could do, I was like, I wish I had my actual camera on to capture this. I wish I recorded my reaction. All I did was threw my hands up and the tears just started flowing down my face. What a gorgeous family, I mean, just beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then Brooklyn is so well behaved. And I cried because, I love to see people win. I love to see people win. I love uplifting people. It have absolutely nothing to do with, oh my gosh, I'm a strong supporter of Kenya. Of course, I support Kenya, all of that. But I just love uplifting people. It does something to my heart. It makes my heart smile when I can be positive and just support people. And to see this woman go through so much in her life, and to see her sitting on that couch with Tamron, who I'm going to get to, because she went through her own journey as well. And the show was very emotional because, she came out there with the needles and, she was going to get rid of the needles. And when she lifted, those bottles up, and she was like, these are the needles that, it took for my husband and I to create Moses. I lost it too. I was just emotional. I'm like, wow, some people take this for granted, and look at these ladies just going through so much. Don't get me started about Gabrielle Union, almost 10 miscarriages. Okay. So if you are aware that Gabrielle, finally decided, what, I'm just going to let it go. I tried, I did everything. Her husband stepped in. We're not going to put your body through this anymore. And so they went down the route of, using a surrogate, and now she have a precious daughter. Hearing the other ladies' stories about, going to a different country because, egg freezing is $4,000 in, Spain compared to almost $30,000 in this country. And just hearing all of the stories was just so empowering, Well, let me just stay focused and give you guys some key points. So Kenya basically, Tamron been through the same thing, okay? IVF journey and all of that. So she was just talking about depression, talking about wanting to give up and all of these things. And when she asked Kenya, was there ever a time that you just felt like this would never happen for me? I want to give up. And Kenya said, no, I've always been, someone that, I always see things through. And so I knew I was going to end up, having a baby, and I did. So that's a very amazing outlook to have on life. Never giving up. Winners don't quit, quitters don't win. I always say perseverance is the key to success. You want it, go get it, and don't stop until you get it. And that's on that, okay? So for that, I was like, yes, come through, Kenya. And then, of course, they just had one-on-one girl talk, and, the pain, the ups and downs and all of that. And Kenya talked about meeting the love of her life, at the age of 46. And when she said that, and that's when, Tamron was like, and now let's go ahead and bring out the love of your life. And like I said, when those doors opened and I saw Brooklyn and I saw him, and I was just like, now look at God. I love how Tamron was smiling. She just looked so happy for Kenya, and it was just an amazing segment, okay? They talked about him, wanting to be behind the cameras and not on TV and all of that, but he understands, this is what his wife does, and he wants to be supportive and all of that. So every once in a while where it counts, he would show his face, he would do certain things, but for the most part, he doesn't care for the camera, and I'm here for it. Exactly, this man is saying, listen, I know the type of publicity this show can bring to my already successful restaurant, and guess what? I don't want it. We've been doing well without it, okay? And we'll be good. So that's that, but I love that he was there to support Kenya. And then about the IVF journey with his wife, basically he wanted to speak about it to, also help other men. And he talked about, how low the success rate is when you are doing IVF, how expensive, and also the expectations. You have expectations for things to work, but you also have to prepare yourself for the disappointment, because of course disappointments are never easy, okay? So he talked about that. And around the point of what should a husband do, especially, your wife is the one sticking the needle in her and doing all of these things. And Marc said basically just be there, be supportive, be positive, and just stand by your woman, be behind them and just be a supportive system. Now, the point where I was like, you know what? people want to say, oh, this is fake, whatever the case might be. Kenya already knows how the media flip everything, drag her for everything and things like that. You really think this woman, knowing this, would have gone out there and be like, nope, I give myself the shots, okay? My husband doesn't like needles and I had to be a G and do it myself. No, they could have rehearsed at home now, baby. You know, if I say I gave myself the shot, people are going to run with it and say, well, Kenya, of course, gave herself the shot because there were no shot to give because she didn't have Brooklyn. You already know people are going to run with that. So let's go ahead and say, you gave it to me, and just smile through the interview and let's just move on. No, to show you this is real and they are real, she was like, no, we're not going to sit here in front. He didn't touch it. He hates needles, and I did it. After Kenya said that, Tamron was very shocked. She was like, girl, you are my new shero. There was this one time where her husband, was away somewhere for work, and her best friend had to meet her halfway to give her the shots. You have things that happen every day, right? However, when those things happen to Kenya Moore, or when Kenya Moore, say those things, for some reason people behave like it's unique to her. Common example, I'm going to stay focused, but just quickly. Forever my First Lady, Michelle Obama, she said either in a speech or in an interview that when her husband, Barack Obama, decided to focus on politics, she knew their life was going to change for the better, but also it was going to be hard because that meant he was going to be traveling a lot on a campaign trail and all of that. And there were times in their marriage where she felt like she was a single mom because he was barely there. But she knew that, but she saw the bigger picture, and he knew that he wasn't there for a reason. And she also, had her family and help and people just rallying around her to making sure that everything, was smooth in her life. So if Michelle Obama, of all people, said that, that's why I say it's no big deal if the rumors are true and Kenya Moore had that moment. But because it's Kenya Moore, of course, people are going to scream divorce. I said all that to say, when Kenya said she gave herself the shots, people behaved like it was this shocker. That right there is confirmation that she didn't carry Brooklyn. It was a surrogate, Marc didn't give her a shot because there were no shots to give, and all of. Then you go to Tamron Hall show Instagram page, okay? And one of the first comments I see, I gave my own as well. 97 in total. This is what I see. God bless you. Rock star, trooper, like Mark said, Kenya is a trooper. Thank you. It was well worth it. All for my angel. It wasn't that bad after like 20. Yes, I see your blessing in your profile pic. Stay blessed. Hats off. This person then responded, me too. 20-year-old twin to prove it. You can clearly see it's not uncommon for women to give the shots to themselves. But because it's Kenya Moore and she looked beautiful, her family looked beautiful, everything was just amazing yesterday. This spiritual warfare that's going on in her life, which I pray for her family, that there's a spiritual warfare going on, that no matter what this woman have been through, she continued to be blessed and highly favored. So the day where her family is smiling, there's no divorce, they look beautiful. Every single blog page and media outlets are covering them. Let's try to find a flaw in the interview. Oh, when that didn't work, let's go ahead and release, this story that something happened at this person event on the show. I'm not even going to get into that. That's why you guys see I'm not even saying names or anything, because I'm very detail oriented. So if I say names, then I would have to include pictures and all of that. But I'm sure some of you have seen coverage of that. So when the videos being uploaded and the topics were too positive, and Kenya Moore and her family are doing well, there's no divorce, everything looks great, here comes the devil. Let's go ahead and release this narrative that she said something about something that was so disgusting. People are going to report that, and that news is going to overshadow this beautiful moment in her life. But it did not work, okay? It did not work. I love the compliments that her husband was giving to her after they talked about her giving herself the shots. That was a beautiful moment. Brooklyn looked adorable, well behaved, even when Kenya was on the panel and she was in the audience. She wasn't crying. The little noises you heard, it was just her playing. Like, ooh, it would be nice for this to go beyond TV. Tamron and Kenya are around the same age. Tamron just turned 49. They both have husbands who are very successful. However, they will be there to support their partner, but does not want to be in the spotlight. They are both very successful as well, women, and they have this whole IVF thing in common. And this person wrote, Moses and Brooklyn, 20 years from now, just saying. There are two beautiful babies, okay? So, maybe they can meet up when she's out there and go on a mommy, day date, with their spouses, whatever the case might be. I hope that, a beautiful friendship grows. This moment right here, if you watch it in video, it was so adorable. Brooklyn actually lifted her hands to go to her mom because she's used to that. She saw her mom on the couch and she just lifted her hands, and Kenya was like, just stay with daddy and all of that. So that moment was cute. Also, Portia Williams watched the show and she did support Kenya. This is what she posted. She posted it in her Instagram story. What normally happens is it disappears after 24 hours. So for those of you who might go to Portia's page and say, I can see what you're talking about, and on her page, but in her Instagram story, and it's been past 24 hours, so it went away. But she did watch the show and supported Kenya, so that's a beautiful thing. I'm wishing both families absolutely nothing but the best. And here my final loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted, and I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.